Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renins have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no one here?
Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo! Hoo-hoo!
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renins, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renins here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renin astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Halim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans. Your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix. Not this way, I guess. How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Dohalim's fighting style is... what's the word I'm looking for? Subdued? No...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
Yeah, that's the word. For better or worse, you can definitely tell he's cut from posh Renan cloth.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either. He can also use astral arts, including healing ones. I can see how he made it to the position of a lord.
You flatter me, but my fighting techniques merely come from a style that aims to conserve energy by minimizing body movement.
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attacks? To avoid unnecessary movements?
No, I do that to sharpen my senses. I find that doing so is an effective means of drawing out my innermost strength.
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look stronger and strike out with your rod more after you dodge attacks. Guess that's why.
Still, it's a risk. Don't you ever worry you'll dodge at the wrong moment?
Then, it'll be just as well.
Huh?
It's nothing. Let us continue.
So you're elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then—
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you know that. Maybe it's because you and that little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I think there's someone in trouble here.
What? What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I get the feeling Deadeye signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is... When you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell!
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
I'm impressed. How... well balanced this thing is.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind yourselves.
Ugh, even the inside of my mouth.
Oh?
Yes! Very...
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes!
What?
What?
I don't believe...
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now.
Yes!
What?
What?
Very... Yes!
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
I'm ready! Strike! You're finished! Talon Hurricane! All mine! Not today!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Do it!
Come one, come all! Can you take it? Crumble! Talon Storm!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me.
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And pummeling elusive deity!
There's always room for improvement.
Gotta break through!
Is it in the sky?
In a bind?
Here I come! I'm not done! Blew away! Ready?
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
Here I come!
Freezing storm!
Got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
Mine!
Double demon fang! Burn! Not a chance! Not a chance!
By the... Do it!
Raining slash!
Any injuries?
Somehow, things are even worse outside this...
Out of our way!
Here I come! On your roar!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
These ones can run rings around us! Primed and ready! I never miss!
Double demon fang! Damn it!
Freezing
Stand
storm!
back. I'll trip it up.
Double demon fang!
Lightning! Down!
Double demon on!
Here I go! Help it! Back into the fray!
Double demon fang! You're mine!
Serpent knuckle!
Elusive deity.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Look, Hoodle! One of your buddies!
Double demon fang!
One more! Mega
I will
ray!
ensure you survive this.
Swallow dance! You're mine!
Airborne beast! My special!
Burn!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
That sounds like a job for yours truly!
Escape! Blew away!
Prepare to be sealed, O fleet of foot. Actually, perhaps the sound is more appropriate.
Now!
Less talking, more doing!
I'm not done!
I'll face you.
Blink of fear! Here's the evil!
Resonate with the earth. Another incantation ruined.
Demon fang!
You make quick
Primed and ready!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth...
Less talking,
So much for sitting this fight out.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
This calls for a celebratory drink.
I think Hoodle senses something.
Why didn't the Renans...
Discourteous son.
Glacial Spear.
away!
Here's evil.
Raging Luna Sword!
I never miss.
Eat this!
Take this! Stay calm. I shall provide assistance. Raging Luna Sword!
Burn in hell!
I can carve through armor!
Here I come!
I'm on it!
Struck!
Do it!
Begin! You're finished! Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Take it.
No!
Glimmer.
Mirage!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Heal like I do.
Dragon Shout!
Blood.
Take this! Blow away! I'm not done!
Glacial Spear. Here's
Breeding
evil.
Slash! Talon Hurricane!
Freeze Laser.
Far enough!
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a
blade
job
moves
for
like
yours
silk.
truly.
I just let my instincts take over.
How fascinating.
You're finished!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Small!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
No backing down. Now you see what I can do.
Double Demon Fang! Burn in hell!
Heavy steel.
No further! It can hide itself? Amazing!
Elusive
Breeding
deity!
Slash! First strike!
Here,
Here I come!
Elusive
I'm
deity!
not
in the
done!
sky is mine.
Pile driver!
Blow away!
Snake of the abyss!
Double Demon Fang!
Lunar Corruption.
Double Demon Fang!
Art expert coming through. Not on my watch. Steering flame. Reload.
This one's all mine! Double Demon Fang!
Negative gate!
Double Demon Fang!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop you.
Time to let it rip!
Now you see what I can do.
Double Demon Fang!
Far enough.
Lightning. Flame of fury.
Blow away!
Mine may be less pleasant.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! This should make for some good weapon crafting material. Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles?
Gotta break through! Double Demon Fang!
Healing circle.
After being interrupted.
Blow away!
Lunar Corruption.
Raining Slash!
Be careful. It has some kind of camouflage. Flame of fury.
Now I'm in the groove.
Blow away! Not today!
See what happened there as you crossed me.
Raining
Shouldn't have done that. Siraj Mike.
Strike!
On your
Ready.
What a relief. I'll smash you.
Not in your dreams. And again.
Now I'm in the groove.
The sky is mine.
This one's all mine! Burn it down!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
First strike! Coming! Double Demon Fang!
Glacial Spear. Here's evil. Freeze.
Ready to go.
Unstoppable. Thanks, Kisara.
Double Demon Fang!
Scion instant.
Kisara!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone.
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
way!
Double Demon Fang!
All mine!
Elusive deity!
Burn!
Hitting
Double Demon Fang!
Raging Lord!
I'm impressed.
Try harder! My turn! I'm on! I'm not done! Blow away! Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang!
Art expert coming through!
No further! Double Demon Fang! No escape!
Nothing gets by me!
Okay, here I go! Sword Rain Alpha! Try this!
Raging
Burn it!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
I'm just getting started!
Here I come!
Far enough!
Engage my judgment!
Double Demon Fang!
I never miss!
Make of the abyss!
You! Clear for us a path!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you! Double Demon Fang!
Regenerate! I'm all stopped up! Annihilation!
No, that feeling's so great. Double Demon Fang!
Dragon down!
Here's a healing art!
Eagle assault!
Do it!
Double Leap! In an instant! Impact Claw! They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
Get lost!
Double Demon Fang! You picked the wrong fight! Now I can let loose! Blow away!
Is that a healing art?
It is.
My turn!
Can't ignore your pain. I'll try to be more careful.
Got fire!
I got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
None shall escape my judgment!
You're mine! Lightning Flash!
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can. Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
Water, hear my call! Art sealed!
This one's all mine!
It's a duel of the arts!
You picked the wrong fight!
Flying free!
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Then I'll provide assistance however I can.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Onward and upward.
Hoo, 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 hoo.
Opponent like this should be easy.
Where are you going?
Double demon fang!
Right! Talon Hurricane!
I'm ready! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
See that?
That training's paying off!
Burn! Super Swallow Jet!
Luna Storm!
Raining Slack!
Shine!
Smash you!
Blow away!
Regeneration!
Raining Slack!
Hear my call! Thunder
I'm
Dragon!
not done!
And when you're dead, Joker, then tonight's meal is on you.
You got it.
Take this!
Throw escape! Double demon fang!
Double Demon! I'll finish you here and
Blow
now!
away!
Will this help?
Double demon fang! Now it's
That
let me.
freaking does it!
This one's all mine!
Freezing storm!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Shine! Radiant light!
Ha!
Force of regeneration! Swallow Regenerate!
I suppose I should
Blow
thank
away!
Guess what? Armor won't save you!
Raining Slash!
Don't suffer.
I'm ready! Away!
This one's got your name on it!
Action to action.
So, fire and earth astral energy, huh?
A perfect combination. There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
There. Gotta break through!
I'm ready!
Double demon
Where
fang!
are you going?
I'll thank you!
You're mine! Here I come! I'll take you all off! You're finished!
I'll finish you here and now! Take it!
Raining Slash! I'm not done!
Because the abyssal
It's over!
deep-
Clear for us! You're mine!
It was nice!
Flame of Fury!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
You see what happened there is you crossed me. Shouldn't have
Take
done
this!
that.
This one's all mine! Cut! Not a chance! I'm not done! Mirage!
I'll grind you into dust.
Super Cyan Instant!
This could be useful.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Ow!
Double demon fang!
I'm on!
Ignite! Double demon fang!
Rotating
The
pressure.
tide of battle has turned. That's the power of comrades in arms.
It's over!
Right. Comrades in arms.
What?
Sentimental. Prepare to be seized, woman.
Yes. I need you, remember?
I'm not done!
Less talking, more doing.
Here I come!
Resonate with you.
Blow away!
Not dance.
On your double demon fang!
Leave the charges to me.
Take this. I'm ready.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Mahog's... Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be. A fish! You saw it too, right?
You're still not done fishing yet? Boring.
You need patience to fish. Hup. Time to try a different spot. All right. Well, that wasn't much of a challenge.
That went pretty well.
Yeah. Reel it in. It's not bad, per se.
Could have been worse. At least you caught something.
Yeah! All right. I reeled us in a big one.
That flapper was a true fighter.
I've got something. Anybody could reel in that.
That went pretty well.
I've got something.